A codex is an accordion-shaped book, really, so it'll be in that shape and it can pull out into a long thing, and that's what they used for their books in that particular, in the Mayan culture. And they had many hundreds of these books, documented a lot of their medical records, they documented a lot of their progress in terms of their language and their sciences. There's only 4 of these left today before 1492. The Vatican has one of them. In 1565, once the Spanish had extracted a lot of what they really wanted from that civilization, instructed by the church, they normally outlawed a lot of the cultural practices of the people, including languages, customs, and in particular these books that they had. So they ordered them all burned in 1565, and they made a law about that the books were illegal, really, and they burned them, and only 4 of them now remain from back in that period. So quite a lot was lost, as was up and down the everywhere in the Western Hemisphere. Very much was lost. Even in the cases where they had oral histories, very much was lost because the societies were disrupted. The generational character of some of the civilizations and some of the cultures was disrupted as well, and that's similar to burning the books, really. So they had a paper industry. Now, Europeans and elsewhere around the world, they don't consider it to be true paper unless it came in the pulp and paper methodology. But this paper was actually considered superior by the Europeans who reported on it at the time as being whiter and stronger than the European paper. It came from the fig tree and some of the inner bark of the fig tree. They had many types of bindings. They had bound systems, they had scrolls, they had rolls for it, and of course they had these codices, as they're called. That's what a codex is. So many different types of bindings. This amate paper, there's places in existence today that still make it, but it was a large industry. So many of these towns would crop up, and they would have that as their main enterprise, trading in the types of paper that they had. And normally those towns would be near where these fig orchards existed or where they had been planted. And so that is a little bit about paper, which most of us consider, of course, we sure didn't grow up being taught that they had paper in the Western Hemisphere, not to that degree where there was actually industries. Okay, we'll see you guys soon.